If Dragon Ball were to be known for one thing and one thing only, it will be for its huge stews of transformations. All those powered up forms with glowing Samanisky locks of hair sure have rubbed off on the animation world, and for good reason. They're cool as hell. That's why we're here today to count down the top 10 transformations in Dragon Ball history, taking into account looks, skill sheets, and of course the transformation scenes themselves that define their place in the world. Get ready to hone that tingly feeling in your back between your shoulders because it's time to start. Number 10. Super Saiyan God. This red tinted transformation was Super's first foray into the world of Divine, presenting the Saiyans with the potential to fight with the power of God Ki instead of Mortal Ki, making it a new base for all Goku's future transformations. Although the ritual involving 6 pure-hearted Saiyans is an interesting take on acquiring such a great power, its status as stepping stone for another more powerful divine forms means it's unfortunately been pushed aside in favor of other techniques as the series has progressed it. Oh well, never forget your roots. Number 9. Super Saiyan. The original glimmering gift introduced all the way back on Planet Namek, this form once introduced as Frieza's whole motivation for his cowardly actions has become a sort of rite of passage for the show's Saiyans characters, like the turning point for their personal arcs. From Vegeta's struggles against the androids and his struggles to be strong as Goku, to more recent examples like Cabba's learning what it means to be a prideful Saiyan to ascend the level of a Super Saiyan. It's like getting properly initiated to the world of Dragon Ball. Honorable mentions goes to Super Saiyan 2 as well, especially what Gohan did with it against Cell. Number 8. Great Ape. Great Ape was the first major transformation shown off in the series, and it's a far cry from the majestic shimmery upgrades that Z and Super showed off. But that's what makes it enticing. Sacrificing speed and technique for raw strength and size, a great ape is a force to be reckoned with. Even with a young Goku wreaking havoc among the villain's lair, it does have its weakness though. Not only is the user not in control of their actions, but its Achilles heel or tail being exploited disables it for good. Number 7. Golden Frieza. Frieza's resurrection brought it with a brand new transformation beyond even his final form, and to make matters even worse, was achieved with minimal training, granting a fearsome level of power standing up to even Super Saiyan Blue. This transformation tells a terrifying story of World Lord's rise back to power, and asks the question if hard work or pure talent alone is needed for true greatness. Plus, if non-canon stuff is to believe, other members of his race like Cooler are able to go gold, which makes me glad that Frieza's the only one of his kind we know of. Number 6. Super Saiyan 3. This arguably the culmination of Goku's character in Dragon Ball Z gets this high up on the list via sheer spectacle alone. Visually, it's a sight to behold, with the hair flowing everywhere like a lion's mane, and the lack of eyebrows making the Saiyan look even more primitive and ape-like. And of course, the initial transformation scene with Goku going even further beyond. It's the stuff of legends with 5-minute sequence showing off how much raw energy is put out in the process. It's a shame that it suffers from extreme inefficiency to the point where Super Saiyan God replaces it completely. Perhaps other Saiyans like Goten's would do it with justice in the future. Number 5. Super Saiyan Blue. But if you're a stickler for details, you could just call it Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Perhaps the face of Dragon Ball Super. Goku manages to achieve this form by applying the strength of Super Saiyan with the divine ki of the Super Saiyan God. This is Goku and Vegeta's bread and butter for the remainder of the series, starting with the Golden Frieza saga, and they put it to good use against all the threats from throughout. It has a lot of versatility to it. Goku Black showed how natively divine ki could affect with his Super Saiyan Rose, and Vegeta pushed it to its limits with a shiny new ascension in the Tournament of Power. With such wide usage, it's understandable how Goku gets so much mileage with it. Number 4. Perfect Cell. The Definitely android's final evolution is in one word: perfection. Sporting a uniquely insect-like look with an extremely dangerous power, Perfect Cell means business. Possessing the DNA of Goku, Krillin, Piccolo, Frieza, King Cold, Vegeta, and even Nappa, he's able to mimic a lot of their powers, mixing and matching them in a scary new ways like their Solar Kamehameha. And don't forget about Super Saiyan and Namekian regeneration. It's like fighting all the heroes in one body. It's a miracle that Gohan was able to destroy him once and for all. Number 3. Fusion. We may be cheating with this one, but hear us out. Fusion's always been used as a gambler to prove that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts and make the fighters even stronger in their own body. Examples we see are Piccolo permanently with Kami, Gotenks, Vegito, and Gogeta, and most recently Kefla. These have been always cool in showing us how two people's fighting styles would change under one body. Special shoutouts in this regard to Gotenks, who's being the combination of two young childish scrappers turned into rageful fine martial arts of the Saiyan into an utterly bonkers slapstick fest. Number 2. Legendary Super Saiyan. One of the most fearsome transformations on the Super Saiyan tree. It's so strong that it's accessible to only two characters we've seen thus far, Kale and Broly. Not only it does have a killer lead up, literally sucking the color out of the sky with the sheer power of it, but it also stated to be infinitely in potential as it scales with the user's fury. Imagine the power of the great ape except without any of our monkey shenanigans, and you've got yourself a legendary Super Saiyan. Truly a terrifying mortal transformation, but it's still mortal. How about something more divine? Number 1. Ultra Instinct. Now for something completely different. A transformation unlike no other than the angels as well as Goku. Specialized in Ultra Instinct relies on a quiet inner peace and intuition, a far cry from the raw power of the Super Saiyan and also its destroyer counterpart, Ultra Ego. It's perfect for evasive and defensive maneuvers too, so much that for Goku's fighting style changes completely when using against Jiren to be calmer and more thought out. Plus, the platinum white hair shows how much of a step up it's in power compared to the golden sheen of the Super Saiyan. And that is all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like more videos like these, please like, subscribe, and turn off notifications to never miss any videos like these. And also, I'm your host, Vro. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.